Hi! Wow, it has been a while since I've recorded one of these videos, but here I am. And today I'm drawing our holiday card, which you can get sent to your house if you enter our holiday giveaway. So right now we're putting on a giveaway where you can win some of our books. We've got a few different bundles you can possibly win, including Bones' new novel Honey Walls, or our Pretty Mouth books, or Magpie, 9 Point, lots of our stuff, also some ink drawings I've done. You can go check out the specific bundles on the Discord, and you can also enter there to win one of these things. So there should be a link down below toward the Discord server. But all you have to do is draw a McKay and Gray themed thing. It could be us, it could be our pets, it could be one of our characters from our comics, anything like that. It could be like a meme we've done, I don't know, like onions or something. I don't know. Get creative. But it doesn't have to be like a finished piece or anything. It can honestly just be a sketch. But the winners will be randomly drawn this Saturday, December 14th, on our live stream. And they'll get to pick from the different bundles. But even if you aren't drawn to win one of the bundles, everyone who enters gets a holiday card. So if you watch this video and you like how this little holiday card looks, you can enter and have it all to your own, you know? Hell yeah. Okay, promo done. Wait, I lied. There's a second promo. So also, Bones and I have started a vlogging channel just to separate out our vlog stuff from our art content, art and writing content. So if you are interested in continuing to watch our vlogs, they are over on McKay and Gray Vlogs. Yeah, so go check it out. We've got a couple videos on there already. More to come, more fun stuff. Okay, now on to the actual, video thing. Okay, so I wanted to do this little card with all of our pets on it. I did the same thing last year. That video is on this channel somewhere. Because not only are we going to send this out to you guys, and I mean, if you follow us, you probably see our pets all over the place, but we are also sending this card out to family and friends, so we were like, let's put us on it, let's put our pets on it instead of doing a goofy photo and send it out. I also, when I was planning this thing out, I went and looked at one. I was like, I'm gonna go look at the sizes. We're ordering these from Vistaprint, by the way. It's just the fastest one. And, they got some good Christmas card deals. So we were like, heck yeah, go to Vistaprint. I looked at all the sizes and I was like, oh, they have a cute little square one. Because last year I think I did the regular folded card one, and I was like, this is cute, but man, square cards are even cuter. So here we go. I also, when I was kind of thinking out what I wanted to do, I was initially thinking of doing it in Illustrator, which is a vector-based program if you never used it. It's by Adobe. It's pretty good. I like Illustrator. I use it a lot for my day job where I do graphic design. So I tend to lean towards Illustrator whenever I'm working on something kind of graphic design-y, cards. I design lots of cards at my work. So that's usually my default, but I was like, man, I should draw something considering these cards are going to go out to our lovely followers who like my illustration work. So I mean, stuff in Illustrator is still illustration work, but it's different, than doing hand-drawn versus vector. It's different, okay? So yeah. Also, you may have noticed that, I think the last video had this too, but I have started working in Procreate. So Bones was a super sweetie recently, at the end of November, and he went and got me my Christmas present early, and he gave me a heckin' iPad, and yeah, it was a big surprise. Very sweet. He found a really good deal on one, and he got it for me because he heard all the artist people talking about it, about how Procreate is really great and iPads are really great to draw on these days. So he was like, here you go. I am a sweet husband. Voila. I was like, well, thanks. So yeah, so I've been working on it. I really like Procreate. It's a really great tool. It has a lot of really intuitive controls. I mean, a lot, because a lot of it is touch-based, where, say, using Photoshop or Clip Studio Paint, which are the two ones that I usually work with on my MacBook. They're not touch-based. So it's a very different experience. And I also have a display tablet, which is a Huion, that I use regularly for most of my illustration work, where it's got the display screen, but it doesn't have the touch. But yeah, it's very interesting working on a touch screen, as well as a drawy screen. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's been making me want to draw a lot more. I found myself doodling at work, doodling in bed, when I can't sleep, just drawing more in general. Like, I feel like I did when I was in high school and I had like my little sketchbook all the time with me, and I'd sit on the bus and draw, or I'd sit in class and draw, or I'd be at home with nothing to do and I'd just draw. And it's just really nice to have something really accessible and kind of always in my purse that I can just pull out and start drawing if I ever have a spare minute or two. Yeah, it's really great. I'm really enjoying it. And it made working on this holiday card really easy. Bones wanted to go work at a cafe, as we used to do a lot. We don't do it as much anymore, but he was like, let's go to a cafe, like Starbucks or something. And he wanted to work on his writing, because he's got his little writing challenge, as you've probably heard about in previous videos. He was trying to write a bunch throughout December, and he was like, yeah, I could go write. You could draw on your iPad. And I was like, oh my god, you're right, I could actually like record footage and get work done and not be stuck at my desk at home. It was really nice. It's very ergonomic, because I can just lay down in bed and draw. I can go to little cafes and draw, not have to haul around a giant tablet or heavy computer. It's great. Highly recommend. It's also not an iPad Pro, if you're curious. It's just a regular 2019 iPad, I think. So yeah, for if you're looking for what you want to get based on my I don't know. Okay. But yeah, so I started by sketching everything, as you've probably seen, and then working on some inks. The feel I was going with this was I wanted it to feel kind of washed out and like old-timey, and I wanted to use a very limited color palette. Because like the card last year, I liked it. I think the style turned out really cute, and I had fun designing all the pets and me and Bones in Illustrator. However, I don't want to overcomplicate this, especially because, like, I was like, I gotta get this out soon. I've been a little swamped with artwork recently because I'm behind on my comics, and I've been helping Bones put together the Moonlight Anthology and getting a bunch of other projects done. So I was like, I should just get this out quick, because something with, like, a really limited palette can still be super cute. So I went with, like, a light blue and red. There are some portions of this, as you'll see later, that have like maybe a darker, more rich blue or a richer red. But for the most part, I wanted it to feel very like airy and light and limited colors, with a nice like textured, inky line to it. 'Cause that is one of my favorite textures. I love when I find a program that has like some really nice brushes that have really great textures, especially 'cause like I hate when I find a brush and it's supposed to be like, I don't know, brush pen or like dry ink or something, and I try it and it just looks like uniform and boring, and it's not like, it doesn't actually look how I think that medium looks like in my head. I'm like, ugh. And then I have to go mess around with all the little settings till I get it to look how I want. It was really nice opening Procreate, and they just have really nice brushes all over the place. So yeah, it was also fun to, again, simplify me and Bones down to like a really cute style. I had fun drawing his little beard. It was very cute. As well as our pets. Because like, I don't have much detail, considering I'm only using lines and then like a color fill. So I was like, how do I get down these dogs as just outlines, you know? So, like, I've got Fado and his little floofy ears. I've got Matica, and she's got this wavy fur. It's very coarse and wavy. And she's got cute little mustache and cute little tufts off her ears. And then there's Sabrina, who's our little husky pup, and she's just got, like, these little triangle Dorito ears. And she's very fluffy, with very dense fur. And then with our cats, the cats were a bit easier. I feel like I draw them a lot. Maybe it's just because I draw cats a lot for 9 Point. But Amalthea is very, like, typical cute kitty, and then Lear is a little puffball. So there you go. That's the animals. Bones also asked me later, as I was drawing and showing him my progress, he was like, excuse me, where is my deer stuff? And I was like, oh, you're right, because Bones in his heart is a deer. So I had to add little antlers onto his little hat, because he's so cute. And yeah, and then once I was done my inks, I mostly just kind of filled out the background with some cute little flourishes, some little patterns to kind of fill it out. Oh my god, I forgot Al. I always forget Al. He's our sweet little lizard boy, and he's very quiet. And I gave him a full body because, like, it's just weird. Because his head, if it didn't draw, like, the body, his head would just be, like, a little oval egg shape. Especially because it's, like, super simplified. If I was doing, like, a more in-detail portrait, I could probably make his head look okay, detached from his body, but I was like, I don't got time for that. So I just, like, gave him a little bod. A little snake bod. He's not a snake, he's a skink. Those are the pet. That's me and Bones. I did some handwritten typography stuff, mostly because I didn't want to transfer it to another program to work on the text. I'm still trying to figure out the text on Procreate, so I was like, I'll just draw it by hand, that'll be fine. I think it turned out okay. What do you guys think? Maybe? Is it not too messy? Ooh. But yeah, when I was filling in the textures and like the little flourishes and stuff, like there's little like holly berries and bells and little ribbons and little like pine needle branchy guys. I just kind of went ham and tried to figure out what felt right. I didn't really have a plan much for it. I just had some little objects in mind and kind of placed them around, and as you can see later, I, will draw one and then erase it and then put it back in and then erase it. It's just kind of like feeling it out instead of worrying too much about where to place it. That's what works for me. I don't know if that works for everybody. I find if I meticulously plan all of it, it doesn't have like the same energy as it does when I just kind of wing it. So it definitely depends on the project, but I like that. I like that little randomness to it, the little bit energy it brings in. I also really love that red that I used on the ribbons. It's so pretty, especially against like the pale blue. It's just real good. It's good vibes. I hope it prints okay. That's one weird thing about Procreate, is you can't do any CMYK. It's all in RGB, and I know that printers these days, like, you can print RGB and it'll print pretty much okay. But heck, it's weird. Woo. I also did like a little offset thing with the colors on me and Bones and then the pets. Again, I was just kind of looking for that like old-timey feel for it. 'Cause like back in the day when they used to like offset print things, I guess you can still do offset, but sometimes the registration wouldn't be like quite aligned, so you'd get like the ink spilled over a little bit out of the lines, and I just love that look. It just makes it feel like really organic and vintage. It's cute. This is what I was going for with this. Yeah, I hope you guys like it. I hope this is a card that you'd like want to get from someone. I hope you'd be like, oh man, that's so cute. Because like, we sent out like our card last year to our friends and they were like, oh my god, it's so cute, it's you guys. So, that was my art from last year, and last year my art is always worse than my art right now. So hopefully people also like it. That'd be really nice if people liked the card that we sent them. Heck dang. What do you talk about in videos anyways? Oh, I guess when I was kind of like trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this card, what I do with like projects where I'm not exactly sure where I want things to go. Like if, because sometimes I'll like approach a project and I'll be like, I know exactly how I want this to look. I have like a comparison in mind and I know what I want and I can just start on it. But sometimes I don't know what I want. So I'll go and grab a bunch of like references. Sometimes I'll go to like Pinterest. Sometimes I'll just go to artists I know I really like and kind of look through their stuff to kind of get some inspiration. One I use for graphic design a lot to get inspiration is Dribbble. So it's Dribbble like dribbling a basketball with 3 B's, I think, instead of 2. It's like an art share website for designers. There's lots of really cool stuff on there. So that's usually where I go when I'm looking for kind of like, what's the trends these days when I'm at work? Like, what are other designers doing? What can I learn from these people? So I went there when I was looking at holiday cards, because I remember last year I looked at them and I was like, oh man, there's so many cute little vintagey designs. So I definitely looked through there to get some ideas for like color palettes and what I was kind of thinking. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those like inspirations on screen at all during this video. But yeah, there were some similar ideas here, I guess. But yeah, it's always cool, like, if you're not sure where to start, to just grab some comparisons. Obviously, don't, like, copy someone's work, like, line for line, but, you know, totally okay to, like, get inspired by something. And it can really help kind of figure out the process you want to have when you're drawing it, especially when it's, like, a vague prompt, like a holiday card, where there's so many different directions you can go with it for a holiday card. So it does really help to just, like, find something that you find really appealing and try to get, like, a similar feel as to that, you know? But yeah, don't be afraid to make little mood boards. Mood boards are the best. I know lots of writers make them when they're working on their novels. Oh, right, because I did NaNoWriMo this year. I didn't win, but I was talking to lots of writers, and they were all like, man, my mood boards. And I was like, oh my god, you guys are so cool. Even though I make mood boards when I'm, like, drawing to get, like, comps and stuff. So, all in all, Procreate is good. Holidays are cute. I hope you like this card. I hope you join the giveaway, or at least join us on Saturday to watch the stream and watch us raffle off stuff. And yeah, I guess thank you so much for watching. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been on here chit-chatting with you guys. I hope this was fun. I hope it wasn't just boring. So yeah, more videos to come. Bones and I are getting back on this horse. Yee-haw, rootin', tootin', ooh-woo. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Make sure to check out our vlog channel, check out the giveaway, links to all the good stuff down below in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy holidays!